This is the Man Philly, and welcome back to the Corvette Project. Uh, this is a small block 350. If you had any questions that needed to be answered about that, and this pretty much goes for a lot of the vehicles throughout the C3 years and any other GM vehicle that we're going through those years. This engine, it can pretty much go in any of them. So, I'm going to be showing you how to install the throttle cable and throttle bracket, which is actually, I thought it was very hard at first. I was confused, and I bought this certain kit, and it helped me instantly. If you've already bought a kit off of like Amazon or anything, I would recommend returning it, because there's a better kit, and you're probably not going to like this, but there's a kit at O'Reilly's, and that's the best kit possible for this, because every other throttle cable kit that I got, it was not good, except the cable bracket. The cable bracket is the only good thing off of Amazon that you can get. And let me show you why I probably wouldn't. I would have to, you need to look out for this when you're getting it. Let me show you. Okay, let me teach y'all what y'all need to do. And then if there's any other questions that you have on this car, just ask me and tell me to do a video on it, and then I'll do a bunch of research and do a video on it. So, okay. So, when you go to O'Reilly's, what you want to pick up is this throttle cable kit right here. This kit, it's got this type of throttle cable ending on the tip here. It gives you a bolt. It gives you pretty much everything you need, even the part where it connects to the pedal to keep the little ball on the end of it from going and being useless. I'll explain that later and show y'all in a minute. But when you go to O'Reilly's, get this throttle cable kit. It's about $37. It's not a waste of money because it's easier. And I did a pretty bad job here cutting the cable for the length that I needed, but really it doesn't matter. As long as it works, it's good. So this throttle bracket, which is the black thing right here that keeps your throttle cable intact, like in the position that it needs to be, really, I should have not gotten it from Amazon, or I should have picked a different one on Amazon, because what we need something coming out here so a spring can attach. So what I had to do when I went to O'Reilly's and got the throttle cable kit, I also had to get the spring kit, which gives you a spring bracket. So when you go to O'Reilly's, just look on that wall of Edelbrock, and then there'll be a brand there, and it'll have a spring kit. They have it at all O'Reilly's. Losing my voice. And then you get to interchange which springs you want. This bracket kit came with springs, and really it's just whatever you want, how stiff of a pedal you want. So the reason I like this one is because this bolt and how it attaches here, because usually every other set that I was getting, every other set would have a weird end. I was confused on it, and really this is the best option, because all I had to do was get this little pin right here, which comes with this throttle cable kit. Put the pin, it's got two bolts, well, two sides on it that you could put something through. The short end goes this way. You'll have instructions in the box, but if you don't understand how to read it, here you go. So you put the pin, long side points out, the threaded side points outward. Then, after you put this little pin in, you put a pin through the hole on this end. And then you put all this on here. You cut this to length, have the thing fully extended, the pedal, and cut it to the length of right here. Fasten it with the fastener right here that pinches it together, and then put this on. Tighten it down. Might need to use some wrenches for that to hold the other side. And on cutting this, I would recommend using a bench grinder, something that's going to cut through it fast, because I used a little hand saw, but that's really all I had because I don't have electricity out here where I'm at, where my shop is. So that's the thing. But after you see, you're going to come with a clip. It's either going to be square or it's going to be a circle. Really, it doesn't matter. This bracket kit, if you get it off Amazon, it comes with a bunch of different little tip holders, cable holders, and it goes to whatever. It's pretty much universal on 350s. And I think it might be for big block too, but I don't know, so I'm not going to confirm that. But this one is square, so I put the square fitting on the bracket and then put the square little insert into that square fitting. If you get a universal kit on Amazon, you're gonna have the right one. It doesn't really matter, but go on Amazon. All you need is to have the square one. There's a few different sizes on squares, but get a universal kit and it'll have all the different sizes of squares, circles. I think before, originally, this one had a circle kit. But as long as you have the right one holding your cable on, it'll be good. So O'Reilly's is the best way to go for this, the easiest way, because it took me forever to figure out how to do those other ones, and those did not work out. So we're gonna jump to where it's hooked up on the Firewall. I'm gonna show y'all how to do that and explain to y'all on how to do that. So let me get y'all over there. Okay. If you need to look at this, pause the video. There's the little bracket for the spring. Pause the video and get right there. And just see how you hook it up. See, there's a little pin on the back. I think it's called cotter pin. There's where it bolts. And there's the square. I broke one side off of it like a dummy. But you got this square fitting. And you got these two bolts. You get to move it to wherever you need to. I just put it pretty far ahead and then gave it enough length for it to go back. It's actually pretty hard to make it go back, but let me. And right here, it's gonna have two bolts on each side. You don't need to use the old stuff. All you need is these two. Hopefully your hole's not too big. It shouldn't be, but there's a bolt on this side and there's a bolt on the other side that you can tighten. And let's get inside the car and see how we hooked it up to the pedal. Okay, it is a mess. It might be blurry, but this right here, see, you've got your bolt on the other side right there. And then what comes in the throttle cable kit too, which is cool, if you lose the other part, it'll be fine, which it holds this ball. Take the throttle cable all the way out, thread it all the way through, and then install it up front. There's the piece right there that holds your little throttle cable in. Very, very important. So, sorry about that. It's very messy now, sorry about that. But we're gonna be getting this project further into the works after wiring. But as you see, this works. Let me push the throttle. This works. Let me jump to the end part of the video. Hey, on the video, I thank you for watching. I'm sorry if y'all had some like blurriness or bad quality videoing. If so, just tell me what I could have done better. And building a car, go to O'Reilly's. I don't care what it is, go to O'Reilly's, because spending the money is the best way to go on a good kit. Get the spring kit. If they have it, get a bracket. I didn't look for a bracket, so I don't know. But get you a throttle cable kit most of all, because it's the most important thing there. And you have to have the spring. You have to have the spring so your pedal goes back, of course. But please like and subscribe. My goal of subscriptions is 1,000. So please help me on my journey to the 1,000 subscribers. And have a good rest of y'all's day after y'all like and subscribe. Thank you.